Just doing it up. Just doing it up.
My name is A-Rock.
Klevdog here. We're gonna have the Klevdog blog coming out every Friday. Get on the email list. Sound off in the comments.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed. I'm the Rooster.
And this is Just Doing It Up, a sports betting show. We're going to be having lots of fun here this NFL season. And just want to do a quick disclaimer. We are not affiliated with any gambling site or sponsored or in any way. If you are going to gamble, please do so responsibly. For gambling problems, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. And Klevdog, why don't you give a quick background on yourself, favorite team, stuff like that?
Yeah, let's do it. So, like I said, Klevdog blog every Friday. Get on the list. Favorite team is Packers. Go Cheesehead Nation. Week 0 blog was about the breakup between Rodgers, Packers. That's gonna be good stuff to read. This season, I think I'm gonna put a future in on the Pack to win the NFC North, but otherwise, I don't know. I don't have big expectations for them, but I could see LaFleur open up his playbook with Rodgers going, getting a little more dynamic, you know. But
more dynamic without Rodgers.
not saying that they're going to be a better defense, but I'm thinking more running. One of the best O lines in the league. I learned that today, actually.
Maybe the play caller gets the playbook back in his own hands instead of
the
wizard of QB.
Backs. I want to run the damn ball.
On the final play, you got to run the ball.
Some shuffle passes to Christian Watson.
You got a thick backfield back there in Green Bay. You got Aaron Jones and Dillon, right?
Yeah, thick boys. I think Chicago's a good start, though. Just kind of see where we're at.
Yeah, it's a good test on the road, right?
Yeah, not like a great team, not a bad team. So
they're favored. They're favored in the matchup.
1-point dogs, I think we are.
All right, Ryan, how about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm a Jags fan. Duval Nation. It's been a tough fandom for most of my life, but we're riding the hype train now. A little worried about it, you know, when you're everyone's darling and the national media's darling, you start to get a little worried. But you know, when Professor Doug puts on them glasses, you know he's about to cook. So second year. Steezy Trev looking good. Calvin Ridley, aka Agent Zero. I don't have a nickname for Christian Kirk yet. But
reliable.
Yeah, we're just hoping the defense shows some signs of life and maybe we get a star out of the defensive side. But
hey,
I'm feeling good.
Here's something for your Jag. Yeah. Colts week 1. What did you do last year? You blanked them 24-0.
Ooh.
Look that up for that.
Damn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Need that.
No pressure.
That was when Matt Ryan was looking like
oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I honestly felt bad watching it, but then they destroyed us like later in the year.
My name's A-Rock, Aaron, whatever, doesn't matter. Pats fan. I've had a very opposite existence of the Rooster and his Jags. Very high flying for many, many years, many decades, many Super Bowls, with the GOAT at the helm. But
this is like that video of Tiger Woods getting introduced and Phil Mickelson's like, all right. It's like reading off all his accolades.
And yeah, I mean, it was awesome for a long time, but kind of back down to reality these past 3 years. Max looked good first year. Josh McDaniels left to be a terrible head coach again. Got Chandler Jones like saying he's locked out of the gym. And Raiders personnel are hitting up his ex-girlfriend of 5 years. Crazy shit going down there, but you know, he'll come back to us if Bill O'Brien doesn't do a good job, and he'll be our offensive coordinator for another 5-6 years and help whoever's under center. But
Tony Romo calling you week 1. So
Oh,
you got
really?
yeah.
Hate that. I know I'm the only Romo hater here, but
Nance and Romo.
I know it's just going to be exhausting to listen to for 60 minutes, not be able to take a breath, but I'm alone in that, I know. But yeah, we'll see what Bill O'Brien does this year with the offense. We have a backfield at least, so should be good.
Yeah, real OC this year, right?
Oh my gosh, the trial by committee or something else. That wasn't good. Anyways, enough venting about the Patriots. We'll go into survivor picks. So the way we're gonna do this is you're gonna pick a winner, typical Survivor League. Cannot repeat the team. It's just the winner outright, and we're gonna get 2 strikes here. So if you miss one, that's fine. If you miss 2, you're done. Don't know what the winner is gonna get or if there's gonna be a punishment at all, but figure that out. But Klevdog, who do you like here?
All right, I'm riding Baltimore. That might be the biggest spread, so probably a lot of people are. I think they're going to be a good team. I think they might blow them out. I got OBJ having a big ass year, and I can name 3 Texans. So both of those. It was 2. It was Pierce and CJ Stroud, and then I found out that old Dallas Cowboys tight end.
Schultz, yeah, in the fantasy draft. Yep.
I was trying to get a backup in fantasy, and I was like, that's where that son of a bitch is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I think the Texans spoiled everyone's Survivor League last year, but I feel good about that in Baltimore.
I mean, obvious choice, I think. But Rooster, what you got?
Similar ideology here. Sticking in the DMV, I'm going Commanders over Cardinals. Pretty simple. I'm not picking the Commanders again the rest of the year. They're playing the Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon, nothing seems like it's going great there right now. He's doing this weird thing where it's like pew pew pew.
Shoo, 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 shoo. Shots, explosives.
It's like all sorts of weird shit trying to like come off as like a motivational speaker. And then like you drop Colt McCoy right before the season starts. Josh Dobbs, he almost led the Titans over the Jags, but
yeah,
he made a couple mistakes there, and I think it's pretty obvious that Arizona is trying to get like that double top 5 pick next year. So I'm hoping they hold true through at least week 1 before Kyler comes back later in the year. But I'm picturing Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. in Arizona, so I might just ride whoever they're playing against week to week.
They would both be staying in red uniforms.
Very true.
Wow.
Yeah, Commanders for me too. Not gonna belabor that point anymore, but new owner, the first sellout, and God knows how long. Fans are gonna be amped, players are gonna be amped. So
Eric Bieniemy, I mean, give him a shout out.
Yeah,
the offense can't be any worse.
Travis Kelce proclaimed dog. Thinks Eric Bieniemy's a dog, so
That's all you need to hear.
Yeah, if Travis Kelce's saying that, I'll believe it.
You think Hal will be like decent? You think he'll be serviceable?
I think so. I think he's got weapons, man. I mean, if Terry McLaurin can get over this turf toe, they got Dodson, they got a boatload of running backs that can come out of the backfield. I think
if you put them in like the exact same uniform, you could just you could see him and Baker Mayfield next to each other and not be able to tell who's who. And I think that's all you really need to beat the Cardinals. But would I want him as my quarterback? No. But would I be okay with him for one game? I mean, I can't
against the
Cardinals. I'm comparing him like thinking back against who's the guy last year? Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I think he's probably long term better than Heineke, but I could see them having like a mediocre year and trying to pick up a new quarterback this upcoming season.
I mean, if they have a mediocre year, I mean, they're going to have a new head coach too, and I think it's going to be Bieniemy. I think that's what they're set up for. All right, moving on. Rooster, you got somebody who you like in fantasy this week?
I do. I got my fantasy Glasseater. I'm going with Chris Olave. Listen, last year he had, who was it? Jameis Winston, just a
The Red Rocket.
hodgepodge, Andy Dalton. Now he's got Derek Carr, and say what you will about Derek Carr, but the guy can get the ball to his receivers. I think
He gets stats.
I think he's going to be getting the ball a lot compared to like Michael Thomas and whoever else they even have, maybe Taysom Hill coming out of the QB3 spot and popping into tight end. But another thing, per NFL fantasy, the Titans are the worst team against wide receivers fantasy wise. So you think they have a decent defense, but outside of Byard and I think Fulton, their D-backs aren't great. So I'm envisioning a game that's, whether it's close or not, I think New Orleans is going to keep checking the ball down to Olave, who gets open with such ease and maybe sprinkles in like a bomb. But if I have him on my roster, I would be playing him. I'd be sliding him if you're doing any sort of daily fantasy too. Give him that player prop, go with the over.
You got anything on Mike Evans? Was not aware he was in a hold-in situation when I drafted him.
Do I have anything on him?
Yeah, what's the latest? Yeah, I got Mike Evans and Travis Kelce.
Well, I mean, Evans is gonna play, but
yeah,
he's got Baker Mayfield thrown to him, so he's gonna get like I don't know. Every time I watch Baker Mayfield drop back, it's like painful to see a 12-yard pass. It's like an out route.
It takes like the most effort out of any
But
quarterback.
Mike Evans helps out his receiver or his quarterback, so
for sure.
Mike Evans is gonna get his numbers no matter what.
Like that.
Even if he's holding in. But he's not a Glasseater week 1.
Yeah, to your point about Derek Carr, I mean, I was looking at the 2022 fantasy points for Devontae Adams, and he was like in the top 10 of fantasy receivers, like with Derek Carr throwing him the ball, and how bad the Raiders were. I mean, I know they were out of a lot of games in garbage time points, but like, I mean, Derek Carr, if he's losing by 20, he's going to score 2 touchdowns.
Hey, no Alvin Kamara early in the year. They're going to have to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But then whenever he comes back, my fantasy team should be dangerous.
There you go. Play the suspension. Love it.
I think Derek Carr's gonna have a good year. Real good.
Yeah, I'm seeing futures for the Saints to win the NFC South. I know it's a dumpster fire, but I mean,
yeah.
That's
Keep
crazy.
this going. I got a low battery situation, but I got it right here.
No, this is perfect. We're leaving this in.
Wow, if only there were a way you could have prepared for that.
So, well, perfect timing because we're going to go to Klevdog with the guess the line. So we have Miami at the Chargers, and why don't you just spill the bean, Klevdog?
I guessed this right exactly this morning. I told the boys that I need to do my research, so there's no way I wasn't going to see the lines. And I just nailed the pick. I texted them. They trust me. But here's the thing. If the Chargers don't win 2 games in the playoffs this year, Brandon Staley's out of there. But that's not going to happen. They're going to have a great year. Herbert is going to be in the MVP race the entire season.
So you're saying that they're going to get to the AFC Championship
At the very least.
Unless they have a bye.
Yeah, or they're winning it. So they're taking the 1 seed. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, I didn't know we were going that way with it. I was trying to give you like at worst case they get to the AFC, but you're saying they're going to get the number 1 seed.
Possibly. I just got excited about that, but
okay, you had your take and you ran with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be too good. Oh, another thing I want to touch on. I hope Mike McDaniels falls out of the public's good gracious. I'm tired of him.
Okay.
Yeah, that should have related to that game.
I could have guessed. I could have guessed you felt that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like him.
Is it his like eccentric answers and press conferences?
Yeah, it's like I'm so quirky, look at me, I'm so funny, and everyone they do think it's funny, but I don't.
You guys are terrible evaluators and go f yourself.
Thank you, Mike.
So
Oh,
there's that. Yeah, not too much football analysis there, but that's I guess the line right, and I think the Chargers are gonna be good, and I don't like Mike McDaniel.
All right, that's fair. So the line was -3, and Klevdog gets 3 points this week. So we're gonna have 3 points for the exact pick. We're gonna have 2 within half a point and 1 within a point. So we're gonna keep a running total for Klevdog the rest of the year.
Yeah,
See how he ends up.
You could think of a target number too, but well, that'll be further down the line.
Why don't you set the goal for yourself? What?
Yeah.
So come with that week 2.
Okay. Yes. Stay tuned.
Yeah, think about that for the 18 weeks we have in front of us. And then, all right, we're going to jump right into picks. We're going to start with favorites. Who do we like this week against the spread? Klevdog, start us off.
All right. I'm hitting the ground running. I just want money action on the Thursday night game. So I'm going Chiefs -6.5. I think they're just going to continue with that momentum. Mahomes looked like a total badass in that show, Quarterback on Netflix. Loved that. And I don't know. I don't think the Lions are going to be that great. So it's in KC. Yeah, it's in KC. I don't know. I think they might just blow them out. That's my pick.
So I do have the line at 5.5.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good for you or bad for you.
I had it at 6.5 this morning.
Okay.
-6.
that helps you.
Got it. Yeah, Travis Kelce news is obviously troublesome, but they might be overplaying that. I don't know. But Mahomes
I saw a tweet that they were like checking to see his ACL is intact. It was like, okay, we're checking ACLs. Like,
yeah, I heard hyperextension. I mean, it's like you step on it or you're running on it wrong. I mean,
yeah,
and I'm sure they got shit for that.
3-letter acronyms. It gets a little scary.
But I'm with you though. Again, Lions got to prove it, I think, and Mahomes is Mahomes, so I don't think it matters who's out there.
Yeah,
he's gonna be putting up numbers. Rooster, who you got?
Well, I'm taking my Jags. I mean, 4.5 points against the Colts. Like,
love it.
We're playing against Anthony Richardson. Running backs, I don't know. And then, I mean, I just can't imagine. Like last year, the Jags got off to slow starts, but I can't imagine we get off to a slow start and stay behind. I watched like the Colts preseason game against the Eagles, and he had a couple good drives, and then I saw what I saw at Florida, where he goes 3 possessions without a completion, or I thought he ended up at like 4 for 16 or something, just absolutely brutal, or like 6 for 17. It's just like, you can't just disappear for 2 quarters and get away with that in the NFL. So I think that's a lock. I mean, unless, Trevor regresses back to Urban Meyer stage, week 1, season 1.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Let's say you can't just deny it ever happened, right?
I love all those Florida games. I just don't see how AR-15 is a professional quarterback.
Like, yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not an NFL scout by any means, but like, yeah, I completely agree.
Prove me wrong. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
AR-15, prove me wrong.
Great nickname. Great nickname, honestly.
Tune in.
Well, I mean, he's not the only AR-15. You got Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Never
Taylor
forget
Swift's boy.
Oh. Never forget AK-47, the original. But he was easily forgotten because he disappeared. But we're not a basketball show, so
I'll look into that.
Yeah, please. If you want to, the dude fell off the face of the earth. My pick here is going to be the Eagles -3.5 at New England against my Pats. I don't think the Eagles regressed too much. I think they got weaker on defense, if anything, but the offense is still there. And if I've watched the Patriots the past 3 years, it's if we're down early, we are not coming back. So I imagine the Eagles start hot, and we can't catch up, and that's where the game kind of stays at. If the Patriots, if I'm completely wrong, I mean, it's nothing that I've seen in preseason because it looked awfully similar. The defense would get a stop, we'd score points that way, but that's about it. So happy to be proven wrong in this scenario, but I'm gonna stick with what I've seen for the past couple of years for this game. So Eagles 3.5 is what I got there.
Yeah, Eagles are probably the one team you don't want to be following or like chasing. They are brutal.
Yeah, no, don't want that. Let's head into the dogs, and our first dog is going to be Klevdog. So
Hell yeah, love that. All right, I'm switching it up. I'm going with my Packers +1. Pre-show meeting, yeah, I was going Pittsburgh, but I'm switching up Green Bay. Today I read that LaFleur changed his mindset about preseason. We're playing starters now, or maybe Rodgers is out of his fucking ear. So we got every starter has played in a preseason snap besides Bakhtiari, which he never fucking plays any time. And
regular season included.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be on a limited practice schedule all season, I'm sure. And then Jair Alexander, but everyone else has started a preseason snap. I love that. We used to get shut out. I think the Saints beat our ass last year to start, or the year before that. And yeah, basically what I said on the intro, I think we're gonna shock the world, win the NFC North. Green Bay +1, that's the pick. Basically a pick 'em.
Take that money line for the better odds.
Damn.
Almost.
Oh, true. I'll do that on the side.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, love the home team pick. I wasn't brave enough to do it, so props to you, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
And
me.
Yep, you got
All
it.
right. There's already been a lot of slander on this pod, but something about the Raiders at +3.5.
Could not be more opposite.
Listen, I love Sean Payton, but he took some time off. He's talked himself into some corners this year. Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, is already getting talked to. Payton's telling him to loosen up. I don't know if Russell Wilson's type of guy likes to be told what to do. They have some injuries. I'm thinking Jimmy G to Devontae Adams, handing off to Josh Jacobs. Hunter Renfrow is always fun to just see him get in and out of a break real quick. Chandler Jones, I guess he's not playing. I don't know what's going on there. But
I just saw screenshots today and I was like, this can't be good.
There's something going on that I don't want to touch. So I'll just say Max Crosby is
there you go.
It's just tatted completely now. And I don't know if you guys have seen his tattoos, but they look just everywhere. Just his entire body. And they look so detailed. I mean, he's unlocked something. He's like the defensive version of Travis Kelce, I think.
Sack leader this year? Oh.
No, I don't want to go that far.
Okay, sorry.
I think there's some other guys, but I do think that the Raiders, they're not. I'll never say they're good.
What's their win total?
But they're just a pesky team, and I think that
I like that.
I think the Broncos are gonna need to warm up a little bit. I'm not counting them out for the whole year, but I don't think it'll be there week 1.
I like that. Another 4:00 game. 1, 2, 4 4:00 games. Yeah, Sean can eat his words too about Nathaniel Hackett. That pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, and then I don't want to the bong video.
What?
Hold on.
You guys haven't
elaborate.
seen-
No, elaborate, please.
You haven't seen the video going around. Get it up. You haven't seen the video going around of Sean Payton ripping from a bong.
Oh, hold up.
Got it up.
It is insanely grainy, but immediately, I think it was like pretty much right after he tweeted about Nathaniel Hackett. Just every Jets fan just blasted at the owner of the Broncos. Like, you approve of this from your head coach?
I'm
There's
not.
like a video of him chiefing a bong.
I was gonna try to look it up to share my screen, but
Oh yeah. I could just. It looks like he's in like a recruit's house, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it."
what is this?
I mean, he spent the offseason coaching his kid's team, right? When he was away from the game. So maybe it was like a post-game hangout at like a hotel with some parents and kids.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. It's a full bong rip. Interesting. Okay, so we covered that. That's good.
Yeah.
Glad we got that in there.
Raiders win total, by the way, 6.5, higher than I would have expected. Honestly.
Yeah.
Jimmy G, man.
Yeah.
It ain't pretty. Well, never mind.
We'll leave it there. I'm going to go Giants. I bet on the Giants probably too much last year, but I'm going to do it again this year. So Giants are dogs at home. You know what they did week 1 last season? They went into Tennessee, beat Tennessee at home week 1 with Brian Dable, head coach. First game, say quad, Daniel Jones just led them to a victory. I mean, the Cowboys are they're always perplexing to me. Besides Micah Parsons, he seems like the most consistent player out there for them.
I will say the Giants, they were good last year, but they signed people this year that are like highly coveted free agents.
Darren Waller.
Like Darren Waller. That's pretty much the only one I have at the top of my head, but like,
Guess who's back to play calling for the Cowboys? Mike McCarthy.
Ooh.
Spice it up. That'll be interesting.
Giants home Sunday Night Football +2.5. They either play them tough and win, or they get blown out. I think those are the two possibilities. So I'm hoping for the first. All right. Let me see. That's right. It's time for the money down. Money down parlay. We're gonna go Klevdog with his pick first. What this is gonna be is all three of us get a pick. It can be whatever we want. It can be over unders, money line, spread, first half total. I don't care. It can be whatever we like that week, and it's gonna be 3-leg parlay, and we want to be as consistent as possible with hitting it and try to keep the odds around plus 200-300, make some money.
We need some sort of punishment. Let's think about it for whoever's leg loses.
Because there's always two that are going to hit, and then one's going to lose it for sure.
Naturally, yeah, there should be two that hit.
We'll come back to that week too with a punishment.
Oh, the weekly punishment. All right, so I love this pick. I got Seattle -5.5. I'm going to be big on Seattle this year. I think they're going to take a leap and actually win the division. 49ers are not going to win the division. What else we got? Bobby Wagner is back with Seattle. That's nuts.
Yeah.
He's still playing? I thought he went there last year. He's still playing this year?
He was with the Rams for a season, then came right back.
Oh my God.
Kind of like a not talked about storyline. I think the Rams are going to blow. I think it's weird that they shopped around Cam Akers and he's there still as their number one running back. That's kind of odd. Stafford, I don't know. He seems to be bitching a lot. He's got a bunch of injuries. I'm sure his wife is also, but that's the.
I think it was his wife. Yeah, it wasn't him.
So he's not all there.
His wife
he's not committed.
Doing the complaining on his behalf on a podcast
about turf. She's anti-turf.
Oh, and she was bitching about like not being able to connect with other players.
Oh,
you didn't hear about that? Yeah.
What?
Yeah. This is like saying he has having issues like connecting with younger players.
All right, love this pick now. There's
All right,
there's
one
no
last
way.
thing. I'm gonna be putting in around 3 units on the, what are we calling again? Money parlay.
Money down. Something
so
with money.
Yeah, but this is gonna be bankrolled by Rover, boys. I downloaded Rover, the dog walking app. Every money that I get from dog walking is gonna go right into the parlay. So it's gonna be 3 units plus whatever I get that week from dog walking. Currently,
Hold on. No. You're walking dogs now? This is
Hold
a new
on.
development?
Are we a
downloaded this.
Rover podcast?
Could be our first sponsor. So I had
Not
chat.
sponsored.
I had Chat GPT come up with a headliner for me. So it's Matt K, positively reliable dog walker, PAW. And
Yeah, well,
I currently haven't walked a single dog. I haven't got any matches. I downloaded it 2 weeks ago, and it costs $34 to do a background check. So I'm currently in the hole $34. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of the hole through the money parlay, and Seattle minus 5.5 to you, Rooster.
okay.
I need like time to process.
Well, actually, wait, hold on. I did. I did get a match, one match. Well,
This is what you were teasing.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
This was the teaser. I did get one person that asked if I can walk Teddy and Lolo on October 6th. And I was like, do they mean September 6th? Anyways, I was just like, yeah, of course, blah, blah. Do you want to meet up first? And they immediately said, never mind. What the fuck? Seattle minus 5.5.
It all comes back to Seattle minus 5. All right.
Wow.
I mean, I loved the pick before. Now I love it even more. That we
It
know.
is dog centric, which is all about the dogs.
Oh my god, that's great.
I guess I'll use I get like wellness reimbursements from work. I can put that towards it or something.
Yeah.
I don't have any sponsor yet. But for me, I'm going Falcons against the Panthers. This is more so about the Panthers, I think. I think they're going to be pretty awful. Their skilled players are brutally boring on offense. Yeah, DJ Chark and Adam Thielen. Their quarterback, rookie, always bet against rookies. 5'10", 195, which is eerily similar to my build, but we'll move past that. And then also I think the Falcons are pretty good. They you got Desmond Ridder, who I'll just move past that. He's okay, but nothing crazy. Then you got Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London. They all kind of have a little bit of a unicorn vibe to them, where they're all pretty unique. And then, I mean, I got to Cordero Patterson, maybe the GOAT returner from what I hear.
Ooh.
But and then they did something that really hurt this offseason. They signed the mayor of Saxonville, Calais Campbell. I thought he was coming home to Jacksonville, but they stole him at the last second. And I mean, dude is just a walking smile. So vibes are going to be good in Atlanta.
Biggest man I've ever seen stand next to a sideline reporter. That dude is huge.
To that Panthers point, what do you think about this? Over or under 13.5 starts for Bryce Young due to injury?
I'll take the over. I think I don't think he'll be benched due to injury. I think he'd rather be benched just to like give him a chance to learn or something. I
heard their O-line blows. That's why I brought it up. And
I'm seeing some. You say it. I'm like just seeing some ragdoll tackles, and I'm already a little worried about it. Yeah, there was the Jets game where he was just getting attacked. But
They looked so bad in
Yeah.
that game. The Falcons were going to be my pick as well. And the Falcons offensive line, I mean, who was there? Tyler Algier, I think, was their running back
Yeah.
last year. You had over 1,000 yards and you never even heard of him. I mean, Bijan's going to be busting out some runs, I think. So I think
I hope so, dude. He's-
yeah.
He started his own Dijon mustard company, by the way. Dijon Mustardson.
It's a great look for him.
Yeah.
Rounded off, I'm gonna go Commanders money line. It's just safe pick. I mean, not gonna add too much to the parlay odds, but want it to hit. And don't really want to mess with the spread there. I like Washington, but not by a touchdown. So I think they're gonna win, but it's gonna be ugly. So we already talked about them in our Survivor, so don't need to crush them even further.
First game on TV.
I think that's it though. Any final words? Anything we're thinking about prior?
I do have Jags announced their captains today, and their special teams captain is Andrew Wingard, like the long blonde-haired safety, well, reserve safety, but
Yeah,
special
Kid Rock.
teams god, yeah, Kid Rock. Had me thinking, other than quarterback, if you get another position, what is the perfect captain, and what would their how would you describe them, I guess?
Special team just reminded me of Matthew Slater. I mean, he's been doing it for 18 years on
That's
special
pretty good.
teams as a captain, and just all business, no nonsense, just does what he needs to do. I mean, you don't hear about him in the news, but it's for a good reason. He's always on the field and doing what he's supposed to. So I think that's like more consistency captain, less than like, hey, we need to go get this captain.
Yeah, but what if he like blows a coverage? What if he gets out of his lane on a kickoff? Or is it he just never does?
I don't think. I mean, he wouldn't
He
be
never
coming back
does.
for year 18 or something if
true.
he did.
As a captain, I want a badass edge rusher, Crosby. Someone that's going to fill up the mic too in the presser after.
So you
Rob
want that?
Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my style. Actually, I was a D end in C squad,
What year? What was this?
4th grade, but then I broke my arm and then quit to play baseball forever.
Okay.
I mean, Mahomes does have some badass speeches and like some the awesome stuff on the sideline where he's like, "Gotta go get this one." I'm like, "Damn, that's pretty badass."
Quarterback show. He hit some tough ass lines.
I know, man. Yeah, that's the only recency bias, I think.
He doesn't have that Trev trash talk.
No, he does not.
But yeah, wrap it up. Keep your eye out for week 1 Klevdog blog. Week 0 is already out.
Let's go.
You gotta like you gotta send you gotta attach a link to any dogs you get. Through the app.
Yeah.
Meet Scooter. We went for a walk and you got a little pup treat from Starbucks.
Yeah, massive dogs scared me at first, but now we're cool.
All right, that'll wrap it up. Thank you for everybody watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. And we'll see you guys week 2.
Yeah, sound off.
Deuces.